Jodi, congratulations. It's so incredible to see both films doing so well.
Thank you so much. It's such a nice thing to have a good news story about the Australian film industry.
Cinemas were closed for so long last year. Do you think that experience is still relevant?
Look, I really hope so. I think, for us, I think what the success of The Dry and Penguin Bloom has proved is that people really want to get out of their houses and have that shared experience of seeing films on the big screen. And we just couldn't be more thrilled with the response to both of our films.
Now, when COVID first hit, you had multiple projects in the works. How have you navigated the past year?
Look, it has been really, really difficult, but at the same time, we've looked at COVID as an opportunity because of the way that the government has handled COVID and, the fantastic position we are here in Australia. We have here in Australia, we were able to relocate not one, but two major international TV shows to Australia. One we've just wrapped in Byron Bay, Nine Perfect Strangers, and we have another Netflix series filming at the moment, Pieces of Her, which is being shot in and around Sydney. So, we really have used it as a way to continue production and bring a lot of our international shows here.
Well, you mentioned filming around Sydney at the moment. How does it work then when COVID comes into play? What precautions need to be taken?
Look, we take huge precautions all the time, whether or not there is an outbreak or the situation we had in Byron Bay, where there wasn't a COVID case in Byron Bay for the whole 6 months we were shooting there. So we work under very, very strict rules. We test all cast and crew 3 times a week. We have everybody wearing PPE, masks, temperature checks, the whole thing. We all work in zones. So it's a military operation to keep everybody safe, no matter what the COVID situation is.
Obviously, there's been a lot of chat about Byron Bay turning into a mini Hollywood as you filmed the project up there, Nine Perfect Strangers. How was it having, Nicole Kidman around, Melissa McCarthy, all these international stars coming down under?
Look, it was absolutely phenomenal. And that show was originally meant to be filmed in LA. And when we, thought, okay, we can relocate this to Australia, the response we got from all of these A-list actors, will you, relocate your life for 6 months into Byron Bay, Australia? Nobody said no. Nobody turned us down. And Nicole has been such a champion of the Australian industry and getting the project down to Australia. So everybody followed her lead and was very, very happy. I think the bigger problem was when we finished shooting and people had to go home.
Yeah, I could imagine. Well, look, I do need to congratulate you as well. On behalf of Nicole, obviously receiving Golden Globe and SAG nominations this week. Your company was part of the release of The Undoing. It's been such a huge success. You must be so happy about that.
We are so proud of that show. It is amazing. I believe the show has been the highest rating drama ever for Foxtel here in Australia, beyond Game of Thrones, which is, mind-blowing to think about those statistics. And Nicole is mesmerizing, as is Donald Sutherland and Hugh. So, it's well-deserved accolades on their behalf. But, we're very, very proud of the show.
And of course, in addition to the nominations, 3 women have now been nominated for Best Director at the Golden Globes this week. It's the first time 3 women have been shortlisted in a single year. How promising is that we're seeing more women being recognised?
It is incredibly encouraging, and at Made Up Stories, that is what we're all about. We're about putting women behind the camera, in front of the camera, and really creating opportunities and space for women to really, shine as filmmakers. So, for us, it's thrilling to see 3 women be recognised in that way.
Well, I'm loving everything you're producing at the moment, Jodi, and I can't wait to see the upcoming work that you've got going on in Sydney and, of course, just wrapping in Byron. Thank you for your time today.